Horror movies have had a good year in 2024. From the original Oz Perkins film Long Legs to horror sequels like Beetlejuice, there have been great horror films to come out in recent years. With so many unique successes across the board, there is no doubt that 2025 has some big shoes to fill. With what is slated to come out in 2025, it seems that the year is already set to push the limits of horror in new ways. On the one hand, franchises are expanding alongside the promise of more originality in 2025. However, others are bringing something entirely new to the table that proves 2025 will be both a fun continuation of what worked and one of the most experimental years in the genre. This is upcoming horror movies in 2025. The Conjuring 4 Last Rites. The Conjuring Last Rites is an upcoming American supernatural horror film directed by Michael Chaves. It stars Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, who reprise their roles as paranormal investigators and authors Ed and Lorraine Warren. It is the sequel to The Conjuring: The Devil Made Me Do It, and the 9th installment in the Conjuring universe. James Wan and Peter Safran return to produce. The Conjuring 4, also known as The Conjuring Last Rites, follows Ed and Lorraine Warren on their final case. The story takes place after the events of the previous films. The Warrens face a new and terrifying supernatural threat. They must use all their skills to help a family in danger. The plot may draw from lesser-known cases in the Warrens' files. Details are still under wraps, but fans can expect intense scares and emotional moments. The film will likely test the Warrens' bond and beliefs. The Conjuring series often uses real paranormal cases as a starting point. For the fourth film, several options exist. Saw 11. Stretching the limits of sequels, even for a genre known for its copious amounts of follow-ups, Saw 11 is officially on the way with plenty of terrifying news on the Saw sequel. 2023's Saw X was a return to what made the first Saw so well received compared to its sequels, and it reinvigorated the tired franchise. The most recent Saw movie was a relatively grounded thriller focusing on John Kramer, something likely to continue in Saw 11. Set between Saw and Saw 2, Saw X eschewed much of what made entries like Saw 3D so critically panned. It told John Kramer's story, making him a sympathetic character once again instead of a trap-creating boogeyman who exists only as a name and reputation. The success of Saw X was not very surprising, but now a continuation is in the works that presses the franchise even further into the double digits. Megan 2.0. Megan 2.0 is an upcoming American science fiction horror film directed by Gerard Johnston and written by Akilah Cooper. A sequel to Megan 2022, it sees Allison Williams and Violet McGraw return to star, alongside Ivana Sochno, Tim Sharp, Aristotle Athari, and Jermaine Clement. Jason Blum and James Wan return as producers under their respective Blumhouse Productions and Atomic Monster companies, alongside Divide Conquer. Megan received high praise from critics, and it became a phenomenal hit with many clips going viral on TikTok. The movie made $176 million worldwide, which is even more impressive given its low budget of $12 million. Not only was the film a hit, but the character of Megan has the opportunity to blossom into the next great horror icon. The box office success of Megan all but confirmed a sequel would happen, and now it's official, as Megan 2.0 updates have revealed returning characters, the sequel's title, and a release date. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 will be the second installment in the Five Nights at Freddy's film franchise, and the rich history of the games provides more than enough material for Blumhouse to move forward with a sequel. The 2023 movie Five Nights at Freddy's is the live-action adaptation of the popular video game series from developer Scott Cawthon. Both the games and movie focus on Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria and the haunted, violent animatronic mascots that dwell within. Riffing on the animatronic animals seen in restaurants like Chuck E. Cheese, The Five Nights at Freddy's formula proved incredibly easy to adapt for movie audiences, helped by a cast that includes Matthew Lillard and Josh Hutcherson. While the ending of the first movie didn't explicitly set up a sequel, the premise alone feels more than enough to carry on into Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and beyond. Now it has been confirmed that more animatronic mayhem is on the way. The Black Phone 2. The Black Phone 2 is the upcoming sequel to 2022 breakout horror hit The Black Phone, and there's already intense speculation about what awaits when the grabber returns. 2022 The Black Phone released to positive reviews from critics and audiences alike, with most reviewers praising Ethan Hawke for his performance as the villain of the story. The movie has retained considerable interest in the years since its release, with teases about a potential sequel coming from Derrickson, Hawke, and Hill. Blumhouse's The Black Phone is based on a short story written by Joe Hill and details the capture of 13-year-old Finney Shaw by a serial killer known as the Grabber, as an adaptation of Joe Hill's short horror story. The Black Phone has plenty of scope for a sequel and narrative potential for an intense Black Phone 2 story, bringing audiences face-to-face with the Grabber once again.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest movie recommendations. Check out these videos on the screen for more great films to explore. See you in the next one.